Hey guys, Meteorologist Chris Tomer here with this afternoon mountain weather update on this Thursday, right to live radar. This is spring, man, active on radar. This is Salt Lake. You can see all the storms coming out of the south, southeast, and moving across the Salt Lake Valley, and also the Wasatch. I do have snow in my Wasatch forecast, but really not until late 5-5. So this is really a spring pattern, and it's not only thunderstorming in Salt Lake, but also here in the Denver area. Look at these thunderstorms. One even severe over DIA now with a lot of wind, gusty winds with these. Air is pretty dry, but this is what we start to see this time of the year with these afternoon thunderstorms that pop up, and sometimes they'll produce a little bit of snow on the high peaks, but normally it takes a larger, more organized storm system, and there are 2 to 3 of those in my forecast. So let me show you my bullet points. So 2 to 3 storm systems through 512. That's what I've got. And then we're going to go high pressure 513 to about 519 across most of the Intermountain West. Even with these 2 to 3 storms, the snow levels are going to be high. It's inevitable, and there's going to be a lot of melting. You just don't see the efficient type of snow that you would see in, say, like January, February, March. But I do have some snow in my forecast, but the snow levels are going to be high. All right, let me show you the water vapor satellite and point out what we're dealing with here. So oranges and reds represent your drier air loft. So this is the storm system right here that is moving at snail's pace through California. It's starting to move some of that moisture into the interior, and we're getting those afternoon storms in Utah, Colorado. Now there's another low behind it, and that's going to be your second low. There's another one back here. Let me just draw the flow so you can visualize. So it's like this. That's your conveyor belt, your jet. This low comes in behind it, another one behind that. So everything's just kind of riding that like a little wave train. Let me show you the jet pattern as to how this is all going to play out. All right, so the jet on 5-8 looks like this. Area of low pressure coming in off the Pacific. West-east jet escorting all that moisture into the interior. Now looking at my forecast for Alta, there are really 2 storms, 2 surges of moisture. Late 5-5 through about 5-7, with the big day, most of the moisture coming in on 5-6. The second storm, you can see it sitting out there over the Pacific. The second storm, late 5-10 through about 5-11. The big day would be 5-11 for Alta and Little Cottonwood Canyon. So really mainly 2 storms with the jet just pushing that moisture into the interior, fueling storms in the afternoon over a lot of these places. So that's 5-8. Here's the jet on 5-10. The storm moving through. Again, big day would be late 5-10 through 5-11 in Utah. You can kind of see how that shakes out. And here's the final jet pattern. Now this is 5-13. A couple of things to mention. Most of the action, most of the energy is already slid east at this point. But you'll notice there's a dip in the jet. There is a southern low that comes out of California. 5-10, 5-11, 5-12, 5-13. It's a southern track low. Right here, I'm pushing it way down, so it's almost a non-player after it exits California. It'll probably bring precip to California, but it's so far to the south here by 5-13, it may not be a player for Utah, Colorado, Wyoming. All right, let me take you back and show you how this plays out with the future forecast radar and satellite. So by Friday morning, here comes our storm system moving in. Rain and snow into the interior through 5-7. Then we got to wait. Here comes our next storm, 5-8. Moves into the interior, 5-9, and then it's out. Here comes that southern low, 5-9, 5-10, 5-11, 5-12, 5-13. You can see how far south it is in California. It's going to go really far to the south, but that'll take us all the way into the end of the pattern on 5-12, and then high pressure would build in across the west. All right, let's look at numbers here. So forecast snow numbers, rest of today through 5-13. Again, a lot of fluctuation this time of the year, but 6 to 10, 6 to 12 potentially in the Wasatch, 3 to 8 for the Tetons, 1 to 4 in Colorado, and probably 6 to 12 plus up there, Mammoth, Heavenly to Shasta. And again, 2 to 3 different storm systems, with that third one going really far to the south. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this afternoon weather update. Always appreciate you tuning in here. Take care.